Good day, everyone. Today, I'm going to demonstrate how to rig a stageboard. But before that, let me explain first what is a stage and what is the purpose of a stageboard. Well, a stage is a substantial plank on which horns are bolted to the underside. The purpose of the horns is it prevents the rope from slipping. It is more secured when the rope is tied in the horns. The handiest practical size length for a stage rope is 20 mm. The rope we use is also known as gantlines. What is the purpose of a stageboard? It is used to suspend two or more persons in order to perform work aloft, depending on its length. If it is too long, then that's the time you're going to put a gantline in the middle line to prevent from sagging formation. And stageboard is only be rigged over water, and you cannot use stageboard or perform while underweight. So now, let's proceed on safety precautions when rigging stages. First, check that the stage is clean and the wood is not rotten. We should make sure that the wood is clean in order for us to prevent from any incidents. And make sure that the wood is not rotten for us to make sure that the stage is strong enough to lift us. Second is, make sure the gantline is new and clean. Purpose of checking the gantlines is to make sure that our gantline is strong enough to hold our stageboard. And it should be clean in order to prevent from slipping to the stageboard when it is tied to the horns. Third is, the stage should not be rigged over hard surface. Put protection on the horns. Putting protection on the horns is very necessary when it is rigged over hard surface. Aside from to avoid damage to our horns, but also to avoid damage to the surface. So now it is more secured and protected when being rigged in a hard surface, and it cannot cause damage to that surface, and also it cannot cause damage to our horns. Gantline should be of adequate length and rigged clear of sharp edges. Fifth is, check if the rolling shackle is in good condition. In the actual rigging of stageboard, we will be using a rolling shackle in order to provide secure fastening and connection for a diverse range of jobs. Sixth is, the stage should be tested up to 4 times to the intended load as per Code of Safe Working Practices in order to make sure that the stage is truly and reliable to carry the intended load. And lastly, a correct hitch together with lowering thorns must be applied. So this time, let's proceed on rigging working stage. But before we proceed, we're going to wear first our proper PPE. Cover all. Safety gloves. And of course, safety shoes. And we should not forget our hard hat. And also safety harness before working aloft. So now, we are ready to perform. So now, let's proceed in making a stageboard. Measure 2 meters from the running end that serve as allowance. Let's just as if that this is already at 2 meters. From the 2 meters of the gant line, let's start performing a stage hitch. Place the gant line at the top of the stageboard in the inner layer or inner section of the, or in between of the horns, in the inner section. Next is, let's cross the gant lines below the horns. Going outside to the, going to the outer side of the horns. It looks like this. So we already crossed the gant lines below the horns. So the next thing to do is to place these 2 ends of ropes closely at the top of the stageboard. Then we will loosen the first rope that we execute in the stageboard, which is this one. And across to the 2 ropes that we pulled closely and going below to the stage. As you can see, only 2 ropes are remained in this, in the up at the top of the stage, and the rope that being crossed is already here. So this is what it looks like. So next is we're going to tighten. Let's tighten the ropes. To make it more secured, we're going to make a half hitch. Let's get tightened, the half hitch, and then here it goes. The next thing to do is we're going to make an inverted V shape. So this is an inverted V shape. And it should be in a waist level of a person, since it is a mini stageboard. Since it's a mini stageboard, it's just as if that it is already in a waist level of a person. From this inverted V line, let's make a bow line. And tighten the bow line. So this is what it looks like, our bow line. So you can see this is our bow line. In order to make it more secured, let's make a 2 half hitch. make a 2.5 inch below the line. So, since we are already finished in this side, we're going to apply the same procedure to the other side. Inverted V, which is the same level as a race. Make a bow line. And make 2 half reach to make it more secure. So now, this is our stageboard. We're going to make a 2 ring turns, and it should be running opposite side of the stage to prevent the stage from tilting. Stageboard is already set. Jerk the stage to check if it is secured. When raising the stage, don't let the stage hit hard surfaces to avoid damage. When lowering the stage, have communication with your partner. And do it in a safe manner. When performing on board, always keep in mind that safety is a must.